Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Today, we are going to be continuing some development on Komorebi, the tiling window manager for Windows. Specifically, we will be continuing on this ticket, static configuration loading. Now, I received a message from somebody on Mastodon saying that the font sizes are a little bit small. So I'm going to try something. I'm going to try setting my DPI to 150. I'm looking at the OBS screen right now. It looks like it is more legible. It is not particularly fun for me on screen, but we'll see how this goes. So I'm using this utility I found called set DPI. You guys want to check it out because I didn't like going into the settings every time to do this. And then when I am done, it should be nice and easy to just change that back to 100. So we're going to close out that other shell and we're going to get started. So in the last installment, I mentioned that what I would like is for there to be a command which a user can run to always get the latest version of this file. I think that's what we'll work on today. So we can kind of see how this will work. This is a static URL. We'll always point to master, and it's going to be like this, right? It'll be like doing a curl, basically, and spitting that file out to a specific location and then informing the user of that location. So we don't actually have any HTTP libraries, so we're going to add one. I think we can do this all in Komorebi C. The one I use the most is request. And I don't want to bother introducing Tokyo. So I'm going to see if the blocking feature still works. Because we're just getting a single file once as a one-shot. Let's see. Another thing I could do is just check here. Request, features, blocking. That's what I want, the blocking API. So that should have now loaded. And we're going to want to add another command here. Oh my god, this font size is so big. It feels like I have no screen real estate at all. All right. So we'll add a new command. We'll call it fetch app specific configuration. And we'll give it an alias. And we'll move it up to here. Fetch the latest version of applications.yaml from Komorebi application specific configuration singular. Okay. Next thing we want to do is implement this. So we see we have a little error here. More actions, add remaining patterns. So that usually adds it right at the bottom, but I'm gonna put that close to the other app-specific configuration stuff. Cool. So Let's take a look in request. We've got the blocking module, and I think we can just do a plain old get. So this is the file that we want to get. Right. Let's see, what does this return? A result with a response. Okay, so let response. We can use the question mark to unwrap the error. And then what's in the response? I'm looking for something like string text. Text looks right. So we can do this. Also returns a string. That content. So, first, why don't we print this out to the console and see how that goes. Oof. DPI is looking huge. Just install Komorebi C. We don't need to install Komorebi for this. I think actually we can probably slim this down a little bit later by removing some features. I'm not sure what the default features are. Nah, that was not very clever. I wonder if this works now. The fancy new syntax. In the meantime, we can go and check out the source and see what the default features are. Default is only default TLS. Default TLS. Tokyo native TLS. Oh, we're still using Tokyo anyway for this. Okay, cool. No worries. So, I'm going to clear this. Komorebi C. We now have this fetch app specific configuration. So fetch ASC. I'm pretty sure that I added an alias. Oh, right. Fetch. That would help. Let's recompile that. And then once that is done, we can try this out. Always running low on memory usage. It has not crashed yet, but it's crazy. I have 64 gigs of RAM in this machine and always running out of memory usage when I use IntelliJ. If anyone has any tips, please feel free to share. All right, that comes through. That is nice. Very nice. Allora, what are we going to do with this then? So I think what makes the most sense is for us to... no, not that. To write this to the home directory. Do I have that here? Yes, I do. So wait, what are we saying is the file path? Okay. So let output file equals home dir.clone, and then I think we want to push on top of this because it's a path buff. Nice, we can do that. Output file dot push, and we're going to call this the same as what it's called here, applications.yaml. I think the only thing is we need to make this mutable. Okay. And then at the end, we should have a print line. Latest version of applications.yaml from downloaded to output file. Let's see. Ooh, that does. Oh. That does not look happy. So it's going to be output file. Nice. I don't have a formatted content, but I do have a content. Okay, let's try this. Call display on it. Let output file string. Oh, right, I see. So why don't we call oh, it still gonna give us a path buff to into OS. I bet OS string also does not implement. All right. Let's see if we can get away with an unwrap. Yeah. And let's see if that works. To string to make it owned. It looks like that's the one. It looks like that might be the one. Okay, so I think what I'll do for this is we'll just bring this whole thing down here. Okay, does that also work? Let us see. Nope. Can I take a borrow there? Yes. It looks like we're in business. All right. So we're gonna run that same command again. What does it say? Latest version of applications.yaml from this repo downloaded to, yep, that is my Komorebi config home. Very nice. So that will default to the tilde, the home directory. And if the user has set this Komorebi config home, that will be respected. We can add an. It'd be nice to add a little bit more guidance on how to get this into the static config. Front line, another one. Where did you go? Example configuration file. So you can add this to your komorebi.json static configuration file like so. Like this. Double new line. And then we'll do that there. And then why don't we do a raw string in here, please? Nice. Okay, let's try that. Let's try that. No, I don't want double new lines. Oh, or do I? Yes, I do. Anyway, something is broken. Expected a comma. That seems legit. Put a comma in there. Okay. Nice. Nice. I like that. You can add this to your komorebi.json static configuration file like this. A little JSON snippet. Cool. I like it. And I believe it has now overwritten that as well. So if I, just for sanity's sake, yeah, it's sweet. So I am actually gonna update my own. Let's just grab it again so I can copy paste because I'm lazy. I'm gonna open my own komorebi.json. So right now you can see that I have it pointing to, I have it pointing, wait, that's not right. Is it? Wait, no, hang on. I've done something silly. I have done something silly. Of course, that is hard coded. That is the exact opposite of what we want. So we still want this. Let output path. And we'll put output path here. And here as well, somehow we want output path. So I mean, maybe like maybe something like this. I'm sure Clippy is not going to be happy, but let's just get that working. I'm sure it's going to say something like, oh, you shouldn't nest a format inside a print line. But we will figure that out. No, that's not what I wanted. Really? Ah, what is going on? Keyboard is not my friend today. All right, we gotta ditch that. Oh my goodness. All right, 1 second. These Logitech keyboards, sometimes they just get a mind of their own. Let me restart Kanata, because I cannot live without it. I should do a video on this soon. This is the hidden secret sauce that makes me so productive with a keyboard. Right, so we do Komorebi C fetch ASC. Right, and we have the correct path, so we can do lvim komorebi.json. So yeah, as I was saying before, I was just, I have this checked out because I work on it, and I was pointing to that. Not everybody is going to want to have that checked out, and I don't think it's a very good first setup experience. Like, oh yeah, hey, just git clone this and keep it in your home directory forever. So we're not going to do that. Is that okay? It's giving me weird syntax, but I think it's okay. Let's see. So we're gonna start with this config and make sure WHKD is started as well. Ooh, something is not happy. All right, let's dig into this. So we'll instead do Komorebi start, komorebi.json. Oh, wait. Komorebi doesn't take a start command. Invalid escape. Ah, so there is something fishy here. Let's see. So if I change all of these to forward slashes, does it work? It does. Okay. All right. So why don't we start this up again in the background? So the output path, I guess, could we just do a string replace? Fetch ASC. I mean, all right, so since we're already printing out the location, we probably don't need to do that again. So we can just put that on a single line. Then for the output path, output, come on. Any day now. No, it's because that. Replace, so which one of these replaces all matches? This is the one I want. Is that right? I think since this is a char, Output path. Does that need to be moved then? Probably not. Oh gosh, what did I do? Oh, maybe it does need the double braces. Okay, let's try this one out. All these little edge cases working with paths on windows. Very annoying. Navigate back to Komorebi, I guess. All right. Yeah. Where are all my windows here? Okay. So we still need that new line. But this is now looking more like what we want. Right? Yeah. And that one should now work. Perfect. Well, close enough. Let's see what Clippy has to say about all of this. Let's run the fumpt. Nearly there. Yep, Clippy has opinions. Ooh, format args. Why don't we take a look at this? Try using a char instead. Okay, so this one can be a char. That one cannot. So okay, let's see how we can make this work. Right. So let's say okay, let's say we do this. Is that right? No, that is not right. That's right. And then no wait, that's still not right. What the frick? Why are you being like this? All right, let's just that. Then we're gonna have app specific configuration path. And then we're gonna have equals output path. Can that work? You tell me, Clippy. Can that work? Ooh, something. All right. I mean, let's try it. There. Uh, is that okay? Let's see. I really like the format strings in Rust most of the time. There are some times like these where I find it a little bit frustrating. Just install Komorebi C. And when that's done, we'll run and see how that goes. Okay, looks right. But we do have this space here. So let's just recompile that, get rid of the space. You know what? I thought this was going to be a 10-minute video. How did it get this long? Well, I think we're almost ready to commit. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm pretty happy with that. So let's have a look at what we want to add. Bunch of stuff to the lock file. That's all from request. I'm gonna put that in alphabetical order. I'll go back. Okay. Cool. So one of the things that I like to do is just keep these things in alphabetical order. So let's just do that real quick. Yep. And now just amend the same commit. A new Komorebi C command fetch ASC has been added to help users update to the latest version of the application specific configurations in place. Nice. Let's push that. So once again, if you would like to try this out, you would head over to the static config branch. When this turns into a green tick, head over to summary, and you'll see down here that you can download the build artifacts. This will be in the next release, which I am hoping to get out before July. I think we're nearly there. We just need to spend a bit of time updating the quick start. I need to make a new video and all of that. But yeah, good progress. I think we're there on features. I did also want to give a shout out to Yusuf 007R, who implemented this great command that lets you switch all the workspaces on your currently focused monitor to another monitor. I can think of a couple of times where I would have liked to do this, so thank you very much. This has been merged, and that will also be in the next release. Before I leave you all, I'm gonna once again direct you to the sponsor page. Any amount of sponsorship helps, even if it's $1 a month. I really appreciate it. I want to give a quick shout out to all of the current sponsors, to Ion, Dylan, Tobias, Alex, Julian, and Hisayuki. Thank you all very much. If you are not in a position to subscribe, sponsor rather, please subscribe to the YouTube channel where you are probably watching this video. You click on that link, it'll come with a pop-up. The Komorebi videos get some decent views, so I think it would be cool. They're actually all on 1K plus views now, so it'd be cool to be able to get to 1,000 subscribers so that I could join the YouTube partner program, and that would mean I can start getting some small ad revenue, click revenue stuff on these videos as well. Really good way to support the project. Yeah, that is it. If you have any issues, as always, you can open a discussion, you can open a GitHub issue, and you can come and ask us on the Discord server. That is it for today. I hope you guys had fun. I hope that this ungodly DPI size, let me just change this back real quick. There we go. Back to sanity for me. I hope that it was more legible for everybody who has been watching. All right, that is it. I am out. I hope that you all have a good day, and I'll see you back here next time.